Hi, I'm Courtney,
And I'm Decky.
and this is Happy Mouth Studios. We pride ourselves on trying to make the best quality webcomics we can.
For sure. We like to think that we have nice stories, but in the end it's up to the readers to decide that, I guess.
Yeah, and we try and flesh out our characters as much as humanly possible, because flat characters are no fun. No.
Anyway, the point of this video here is we're going to try to just give you a brief overview of who we are and what we're going to do with this channel.
Alright, let's get started. I'm Courtney, and I'm pretty much the artist for this.
The artsy type.
The artsy type. I draw in a manga style, which is absolute love for me because that's, how I draw. It's what I love. And I try and come up with some colorful characters, but that's pretty much up to Ducky.
Yes. I'm Ducky, and I make a lot of the characters. I make the characters, and I'm the editing and story person, I guess. I would say I'm the writer, but I don't do an awful lot of writing.
Nah, writing's no fun.
Not my favorite thing.
But either way,
we have lots and lots of characters, and hopefully one of our plans is to have videos featuring all of them, and hopefully I can compose some songs for them that won't completely suck, because I'm pretty much new to music composition as well.
Yeah, I can.
So some of the other things you'll see popping up on this channel are speed drawings by Courtney.
Yay. And
can act like a tutorial and give you some insights on her drawing style, which is lovely.
Thank you. And if we remember, we'll probably put up some con videos and pictures for the next
some convention
2 weeks.
Stuff. If you live in the Fort Wayne area, both of us will be at IkasuCon at the Grand Wayne Center July 16th through 18th, and we'll probably be handing out a crap load of Sweet Beat business cards.
And if you have ever seen my art, which you're probably looking at right now, you will probably notice that my art is, all over the place, since I'm the lucky little one who gets to draw the badges.
Yeah, so if you go to IkasuCon, if you want to see Courtney's art, look down at your badge. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm lucky. And they're turning out great.
Yep. Another kind of video is we're hoping to have some reviews up too. Just random things, pretty much anything that we encounter in our daily lives, a movie we see or a book we read or whatever, anything we have strong opinions about and we just want to talk about it.
Because we're kind of talkative.
No, really.
I got nothing.
Yeah. But, what else? We could have a couple more videos like this too, just chat sessions, like podcast type things. Because like Courtney said, we like to talk.
For whatever reason. And I would love to do some contests and kind of interact with my viewers, our viewers, because, it's no fun if you don't interact with your audience.
Sure.
And I will be uploading details on what I want to do maybe later on this month or next month.
So now let's give like a brief overview of some of the main stories we're working on. The ones that we've at least had planned.
Let's start with Encore.
Encore is the story that we've pretty much had. We've had
about 2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years is when we first came up with it.
And now we're actually starting to flesh out the place they live in more, which really helps put things in perspective for me. But it's just
it takes place in kind of a semi-realistic but sort of fantasy world, and the main character, Sura, is a medium, and she basically goes from town to town fighting ghosts and evil spirits. No vacuum cleaner, though. She uses a sword.
Vacuum cleaners are cool, though.
And the main story starts when a boy named Ryoto moves into a new house, which unsurprisingly is very much haunted. So he needs Sura's help to try to get rid of the ghosts haunting his house. Unfortunately, they end up being a little too strong for her, and he ends up getting cursed. So they need to go on they need to travel all the way to the big school for mediums so they can find somebody to hopefully get him uncursed.
Our next story is Sweet Beat,
which is actually it's going on right now.
I'm just taking a short hiatus.
I'll put a link at the bottom. Yeah. I'll put links to Sweet Beat everywhere. If you don't know where Sweet Beat is located, you only have yourself to blame.
Yeah.
So this one's pretty much a straight up comedy about a girl named Parfait who's a pink-haired hobo who lives in a trash can, gets a job working on a flying bakery.
Which is fun. Oh,
Yeah.
and
And they fly around to make deliveries, and then their main adversaries are a group of air pirates who follow them around, and they want to steal their secret recipes for their baked goods and whatnot.
And let's see, the comic adaptation of That Guy with the Glasses is Kick-Assia.
Yes, I pretty much knew as soon as I watched this thing for the first time that this was so epic it would make a perfect comic.
And with the budget that those guys had, they couldn't make everything as epic as we are going to.
Yeah, our plan with it is pretty much to faithfully follow the story of Kick-Assia about a brave and group of reviewers who want to take over the micronation of Molassian and match their own.
It exists, people! It exists.
Tell them Kevin Boss sent you. Anyway, we want to basically just retell that story, but pretty much make it as epic as we can in comic form. We're looking forward to doing all the battles as seriously as we can, but still staying pretty faithful to the story with all the humor.
Alright, and this one is written by another friend of mine.
The third member, the Green Ranger of the Happy Moth Studios.
She prefers to be known as Eddie, I guess.
I have not been involved in this one as much since it is Edie's story.
Yeah, I'm working it out. Anyways, well,
it's like about a society where your social class is determined by your musical talent.
Yeah, and then we meet these two young people, Nico and Lily, twins, and they live in the middle class. And one is just trying to, make a living for himself, I guess. He's got a band and all that jazz. And Lily is, she thinks it's just unfair the way people are living because, your social class is determined by your ancestors, and you can't change that.
Yeah.
You can.
So she's a loose cannon cop on the edge who doesn't play by the rules, who's coming out of retirement to solve one last case. Is that's about the gist of it?
Except she's not a cop, and she's not coming out of retirement.
Nico is the grizzled old cop, and then Lily is the hip one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have no idea. But we're working as hard as we can to get most of that.
That one's pretty much in the character sketch phase.
Yeah, character develop phase. There are a lot of characters that we have newly created that are pretty much being sketched out.
Yep.
When I can.
Oh, we're getting close. We have to hurry up here. So our last story is called Seeking Asylum, and it's in a little bit different format than the rest. We're still trying to work out how completely it works, but we're planning on a sort of story arc thing with a different intermingling short stories because it's such a character-driven story. I can't sit down and tell you what the plot is because just so much happens. It's really like an ensemble story. All the characters are so it's so character-driven.
Yeah, it's more character-driven than some of our other stories. I mean, they make this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the basic screensaver.
Go away.
Okay. Basic overview of the plot, one of the more main characters is just a regular girl named Lucy who somehow comes into possession of a demonic scarf, which creates a little bit of a complication as she accidentally might kill a couple people. Bad.
No big deal.
And so the entire thing takes place in a secret city established by elves in Nevada, somewhere in the desert. You don't know because you get magic cloaking it all, where it's basically a safe haven for all the
freaks,
all the mythical creatures in the world. Like there are elves, there's a zombie, there's a
dream eater, there's a living doll.
There's a guy who has super strength.
Who else? There's a frog chimera dude.
Fran, he's adorable.
Yeah,
there's Luca, magician, whose powers work a little too well, or not well enough.
Well, I'm not sure. Then
you got Rosalia, the pyromaniac mafia princess.
Then
and all sorts of different all characters that just sort of they mingle together, and the
They
whole
try and
story in a
survive.
whole is about them, just trying to adapt to living in this such a strange place with so many people and their interactions and interminglings together and how it all works out.
Yeah. So I guess we will give you
Put in the comments section which story sounds the coolest to you, which one you want to hear more about, because it's all about you guys. The listener is always right. We plan to have content uploaded about all of our stories and where you can read them, and bonus stuff, all sorts of things on here in the future. So all you need to do is just keep checking in. Hit that lovely yellow subscribe button, will you?
Isn't it pretty? It's beautiful. You should click it.
So thank you everybody for listening, and look forward to more content from Happy Month Studios soon. Say bye, Courtney.
Bye, Courtney.